Oh, almost knocked off my microphone somehow. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you all are doing well, feeling good, feeling nice, feeling great, perhaps even. Let's take a listen to the band Modern Studies. We're going to listen to this track. I'm sorry, not We Are There. That's the name of the album. Won't Be Long, coming off of their album We Are There, which was released in 2022. Just a few years ago. Just a few. We're checking this out as it was suggested and sponsored by Sheldon. Sheldon, thank you so much for the request. I appreciate you sending this one on in. I haven't heard of the band Modern Studies, but as I pulled up their Bandcamp where I have the information here from it, I see that they have a track on here called Winter Springs, which is a city not too far from here. Actually, it's a nice little place, a little cute place. Anyways, let's go ahead and listen to the track. We'll, of course, discuss it a little bit after. Won't be long. The strings sweeping in with the bass. It's kind of a exotic kind of flavor there too. I like that time signature. Into this part. It's like their voices and the drums just kind of roll over the hills there, and this kind of sweeps it down to a valley.
I'm stepping out into the dark. I long for America, the scented air of the park. It won't be long.
What a perfectly catchy song too. I love the structure of it. Now we go straight forward. What a nicely arranged piece. Skittering on there too. Okay, I can't speak for this song because I've never heard of the band or anything from here. This is to me the perfect single. This is what a single should be from a band. This is to me like the perfect track to place on radio, streaming service, whatever, for the band to get their name out there and to get their music out there. that perfectly establishes quite a few things. One, it's an absolutely catchy, beautifully melodic track with a lot of elegance. We're going to get into that, and really great instrumentation. And not unusual instrumentation, but different instrumentation with the strings and, of course, using the keys in here and just the way they move the time signatures. There's something extra to them, right? Okay, so to me, you have those two lanes working in parallel together. Catchy and accessible, and a little bit artsy, a little bit indie, a little bit crafty. There's something else to it, right? And I think that this track hits that in a perfect way. I also really like the way that it's structured out and the way that it feels. So I love the verse. I love the drumming and how light it is, but there's something to the drumming. Like, the drumming is perfectly flavorful and perfectly seasoned for a track like this. It's quiet but moving during the verse. I love the way it shifts into the time signature change, in the chorus when they're all kind of singing there, and then kind of working on the crash and the snare in a different place. They're kind of separated. And then the sweeping of that into the next part right after the chorus when the strings come in, playing the wow. I love that kind of dragging down on the strings there. It has this really kind of humbly exotic kind of feel to it that I think is just wonderfully placed. So that's what I mean. Like, the track has things that are structurally sound and accessible, but at the same time, there's things in there that just give it a little bit of an artsy side eye that I think is really creative and works really well in this track. And then the ending, we move into the straight beat now with the drums, and things become a little bit more conventional rhythmically, but now we include a little bit of some keyboard solo, and those strings return as well in there. It just, like, structurally, I think that this thing is really wonderful to listen to. Musically, it's wonderful to listen to, obviously, but I just like the way that it moves. And it feels so organic. Like, if you listen to, like, I can't say any. If you take the generic, stereotypical pop song, you got your verse, you got your chorus, you got your verse, you got your chorus, you got your break, you got your chorus. And it's a formula that works. But in shallow hands, it's so inorganic sometimes, that move from the verse to the chorus, and you're like, up, here comes the chorus, here, this. And it's just like inorganic. But this track flows in a very, very particular way. And I think that that's an underrated kind of aspect of song composition and structuring. But I just really like the way they do it here because it moves so organically. And I think it's done very effortlessly. Let me just get it back into the song here. Okay, great intro, right? We build off of this for the verse. And I love how there's a little bit of a folk indie kind of vibe to their voices here. And I like how, to me, this is where my mind goes, the drums and the music there behind their voices are like rolling hills. Because when I hear the toms played in that pattern, there's something very earthy to it, but there's a beautiful etherealness to it provided by the strings. And their voices are just kind of a breeze that's carried over these rolling hills. So they kind of move up and down in the beautiful inhale, exhale kind of breathing mechanism way. Okay. As we get into the chorus here. Okay. This. Ba 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 ba. So I like how now they really form with those hills of the music and with the drums, because now they kind of move up and down in a slightly different way. A slightly more aggressive is too strong of a word, but forceful way, and not so passive. And there's a little bit more of a poignant end to it, and I just really like how it moves. Okay, I love this part after the chorus though. I gotta give me a second here. I love this bass coming in a little bit too. I skipped too far ahead. I just love that sweep down. Okay, let's use some names as we're discussing who's playing what. So we have quite a string section here performed, and they're all like multi-instrumentalist here. I mean, you guys look at what I'm looking here. So Pete Harvey on bass, cello, some of the backing vocals, the synth, violin, viola, saw, and mixing as well. Kate Maguda on violin. Rob St. John vocals, guitar, harmonium, synthesizer, gong as well. And we ain't talking about them pothead pixies. Joe Smiley on the drums and percussion, and mellotron and some synth as well. Liam Lynch on viola. Emily Scott on vocals, piano, synth, viola, violin, and arrangements as well. Like, all of them are multi-talented individuals. Bring them together, and you have a deeply talented group and band. And I just really like how the strings play all together in such a beautiful way here. And never in a way, at least in this particular track, that's overly dramatic or, there's a lot of strings, of course, in the group itself, but it doesn't feel over encumbered by it. It feels like there's just a breeze of grace with the strings in here. And I love how it plays there at the end. Now, who's performing the solo at the end? No idea. Could be St. John, could be Pete Harvey, could be Smiley, it could be Miss Scott. They're all credited with synthesizers, so I couldn't tell you who's doing what, but I can tell you that it sounds pretty good when it shifts into that. And like I said, that's just another cool way of hitting the break there. At the end, hitting the straight groove, playing a nice little synth melody. What are those, arpeggios? Getting those strings back in here as well. And it feels like such a release and a climax. Sometimes when, and I'm just talking song structure, sometimes when you're not playing a straight beat, let's say you're playing like the toms like it was played here by Smiley, like it creates this really nice, beautiful atmosphere. It's great to listen to and just wander in. And when you build up to playing in something so conventional, just a straight 4/4 or whatever you're doing, that can feel just as seismic and monumental in climax as, playing some Mike Portnoy octopus fills or something. So I just really like how something so simple can be so satisfying in the end there. This was a really fantastic track. Now, unfortunately, where you guys go? Unfortunately, I could not find lyrics to this particular track. I looked on Genius, I did a general search, and here on their Bandcamp as well. Not only do I have the album pulled up here, but I did click into the songs as well, but I could not find the lyrics, so unfortunately I can't go over that, but I can tell you the music was really fantastic. Let me know what you guys thought, of course, down below in the comments. I appreciate you all joining me here and listening and hopefully enjoying something and taking away something good from the video. Of course, I'll link their Bandcamp down below for you guys to check out as well directly. Sheldon, thank you so much for sending in the request. I appreciate that as well. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. Come back tomorrow, and I will see you all then. Bye, guys.